Mike's right there. Hello.
Hi.
Hey guys. Happy Friday.
Woohoo!
First Friday of the year, isn't it?
Oh, you're right.
No, it's not.
No, it's not
The
because
second
it's
one.
third. First Friday we had to go back to work.
I was at work
Ish.
last Friday.
Oh,
So you
never
speak for
mind.
yourself. Yeah, I was here
Oh man.
and I was tired. Yeah, after being
Oh.
on vacation. So I went to my parents, right, for a week and a half. After getting back from vacation, I feel like however long you're on vacation, it takes that same amount of time to recover once you're back.
Did you go
I
back
was
to work
gone.
immediately after your vacation?
Yeah, so we got back on New Year's Eve, and then
Okay.
fortunately we had New Year's Day off, so we
Right.
didn't come in on New Year's Day, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Wednesday, and then was back for like Thursday, Friday of that week.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like half on those days. I was telling my wife like Thursday and Friday for me, I'm gonna be like half my normal effort.
Working at half capacity.
Yeah. It's like kind of take it easy day because I'm like tired from getting back from traveling, and
You'll remove half the nubs. You'll
Yeah.
only cut half the pieces.
Yeah, I only built half of a kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just it wasn't usually I'm like going, doing like this and this and that all throughout the day, but I just couldn't do that for those first couple of days. And then this week too, it's been like kind of I've been tired this week. Should be good like from next week. Been busy,
Yeah,
building this,
lots on your plate.
building that. Didn't do any painting this week, but next week we'll be doing some painting and all that. Took like
that's a good busy though. It's a good busy.
Yeah, to review this guy here.
Oh, the figure.
Yeah, the progenitor effect Mosho figure.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mosho. Yeah, that looks so nice, man. Like with the sneak peek pictures that you showed, like man, all those effect parts in the base, like that looks so legit.
It is pretty legit. It's very intense. It's a lot. I mean, it's like almost $200, but like it's a big figure and it's like super detailed. It's got loads of like pre-printed decals and all like the detail painting and everything that's on it, like straight out of the box. And like it comes with a bunch of stuff. So
is it master grade size?
It's larger actually. It's probably maybe not quite perfect grade size, but kind of in between. So it'd be like
a Sazabi size, MG Sazabi.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, proportionally very different, like complete opposite. Like the Sazabi is kind of like this, but this one's a little bit more the other way around. This one is very top heavy, and it's got like the proportions are interesting. I kind of like it, but because it's got like a bunch of stuff like on the top, like a big backpack and these big like shoulder binders, and then like the big thighs, but then like the lower legs and the feet are like really quite small and quite long.
That's like an Exia, like an Exia Seven Swords type of.
Kind of, yeah. Or like if it didn't have all the other equipment, just like the base body would also be kind of similar a bit like to the Woundwort sort of. You can imagine something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Without the long crotch piece sticking out there too. Without the big butt part. So I guess minus the hip section. Anyway, yeah, it's cool though. I like it. Yeah, definitely my favorite of that series so far. It is really cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm looking forward. Yeah, check out the video for sure.
Yeah.
That'll be up later today. But it would be nice to like as much detail as it already has on it. It would be kind of cool, and I'm kind of tempted to go in and put like some more like panel lining and like some of like the Mr. Weathering color on it.
Nice.
Just to give it like a little bit of like grime sort of to it, a little bit of not necessarily weathering, but kind of like
yeah.
A little bit more it's so like crispy. Yeah, it's so crispy and bright and shiny kind of now as it is, and it looks cool. Like, but I think it would be interesting to see like kind of how it looks with like just a little bit of like natural grime to it.
Nice. Yeah. But, the base is really cool too. From what I saw in that picture.
It's like if you've seen any of the other ones, it's just like a big square metal piece basically, and then and there's magnets in the feet and there's magnets in the base plate too, so that it sticks really strongly to the base. So it works really well. Yeah. I mean, the base itself, it's got like kind of a nice pattern printed on it. I mean, the thing is just like a flat square. I mean, it's nothing really too visually interesting, but it works really well. Especially for how top heavy that one is.
Yeah. Good ideas for how to mount your models in the future. That's cool.
Big magnets, big strong magnets.
Honking magnets. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Plamo no Trend. We're going to be taking a look at today's trend, which I thought was a fitting one, which was what was it? Let's show off the plastic models we made this year. So basically, people sharing the models they made from 2024. Yeah, fitting for
that's a
beginning of 2025.
Yes, I love that.
And so let's see. Here's where we have to start off with a little teaser, little visual tease there. Some of these models you guys may recognize. But anyway, so Ryan and I just going to be going through, checking out some stuff here for about an hour or so here for today's episode. But you guys can check out. So we did an episode. What was that? About a month ago, almost.
Yeah, that's right.
In December, before the holiday. And yeah, we'll be doing more in the future. So
yes, this is fun. I love this.
Yeah.
Yes.
These, all right, our first one, you're from Mamoru. These ones, do you know what model kit this is?
No.
I've got one here. It's a minimum factory kit.
Are these like actual people too that they just made, or are these just generic?
Yeah. You don't know who this is? You can't recognize it?
I don't know who this is.
Maybe you recognize this one. It's a Umi.
Okay.
Yeah, they so they have a couple of different series. In the minimum factory series, I'll grab one. So usually the minimum factory series are like ones like this, of like different like anime characters and stuff. Like a lot of them are from Macross and a few other different things, and some are just like original characters, like Shinya Yamashita, the illustration artist, illustrator. But yeah, they also made one. Actually, they made two different sets of Umi-san.
Same one, right?
Huh?
That's the same one, right? That you just have.
This is that set, yeah. That you can see in the photo. Yeah. There's that, and then this is the other one. But they also Max Factory, was it Max Factory or Plamax? Yeah, Max Factory. So they have another line, which is called Naked Angel, and in that line, each set comes with two figures, and they're usually like Japanese, like they're actual people, like they're like famous Japanese AV models. And so in that line, like one will be like wearing a swimsuit or something, and one will be nude. And this release,
the same pose and everything.
No, there'll be like a different pose. So they have one of those devices where it has like 100 cameras all around it, and they just have the model stand there, and they make the 3D image of the model. Like Kojima uses that too, and like a bunch of people do.
Dude, so it was really cool. Like when we were in Japan in the past, right? There's this museum called Small Worlds Tokyo. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but it's.
I think so. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's really cool because at the end of the museum, they actually you can actually stand in there yourself, and they have like exactly, like I don't know, like 20, 30 cameras all around, and then you can get a figure of you printed out, and even in like in the color of your outfit and stuff like that. But anyways, that kind of reminds. Of course, it's much lower def than like what these models are, but that's so cool, like that they can do that, right?
Yeah, because these are just like once they're this isn't open, but because yeah, once they're scanned, then it has to be cut up and it's just on a runner. It's not just like one solid piece. It's like a few pieces on a
So you still
runner.
have to close seams and stuff like that, right? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. And they generally try to hide it, like with this, like for example, like the seam I think would probably be like on. There's probably like the head is a separate part, and then like this
right,
whole like upper body part is
right,
separate.
and then by the bikini bottom area, maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
right.
So yeah, so anyway, in like the minimum factory line, they don't have any other like actual like human like real people like this, but because she is not like an AV, she's just a you know a modeler and model, but doesn't do like nude stuff. So
Right.
they put her the release of these model kits of her into the minimum factory line instead of the Naked Angel line. We're not going to do a naked one of her.
Right, right.
But it's basically like what you would get like from like the Naked Angel series, where it's like 2 in a box. Because all the other minimum factory stuff, most of them are usually just one character figure, except there's a couple that have more than one.
I see. Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
I
the
like
story.
what this one did with the super tiny Zaku, and then like her modeling it. Like that's really cool.
That is, I'm not sure what set that. I mean, there's a couple of different kits that come with really, really small models like that. Some of those old ones.
It could even be like 3D printed too. I don't know.
It's possible, but I think it's from one of like the old, like one of the ship models.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
There's like some like the one, and they're like in 1/550 scale or something like that. Actually,
man, that is tiny.
Smaller, yeah.
That is so tiny.
Because I was trying to think. Actually, the HG Mechanics kits, like there was 3, and there's like the New Zeal, the Valwalo, and the Dendrobium.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And those ones, if I remember correctly, are 1/550 scale, and those have little kits, but they're not that small. So this must be something more like 1/1000 scale or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
like tinier than your fingernail, man.
Yeah. And not only the fact that it's like painted and like painted pretty accurately, but like it almost looks like sort of shaded almost.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's insane, man.
But
wow.
Just with a teeny tiny little brush.
Yeah. Exactly. Could you imagine that little mono eye that he had?
Oh yeah.
Like a little dot.
Jeez. Yeah. The tiniest of little dots, and then try not to cover that up with anything else.
Exactly. That's cool.
Because that's the kind of thing too, like at that scale with the tiniest little slip of the brush, and like
exactly
you need the whole part because like
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times he did that.
I mean, you have to imagine, even if you're really good at it and you've done it a bunch of times.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm sure it still happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is an interesting comparison between something like that and between something like this.
Yeah.
And then the human model kits, and this one too, just like, oh, it's super high gloss. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. But the wings don't look high gloss though.
No.
And even the chest part, the chest, like not the red part, but it seems like all the bluish gray parts.
Yeah.
Are matte.
Yeah. Which I really like. I'm not sure. When have I ever done that? I'm sure I think I have, but not like to this degree. I always want to do one of these like mixed finish models. I
know I've always wanted to do like a kind of like a monochromatic kind of suit where it's like black and grays, and then like only the black is gloss or something, and the gray is matte or something, and that'd be pretty cool.
Like very like high stylistic.
Yeah.
A paint job like that.
Yeah.
What do I have that would work on? I don't know. Nothing at the moment. Nothing in the immediate queue, but let's see what I can come up with.
That's cool.
That looks really nice. It's a great choice for that too. For like that kind of. I mean, you could make that style work on anything, I suppose. But I mean, it looks particularly good on this model. That bright blue. It's really well suited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the painting of these figures is really, really good too.
Yeah. So these things are like maybe this big, like
They're 120 scale. So yeah,
Okay.
this, I mean, that's
Okay. Yeah.
especially because she's seated and not. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's like 2
Did he
inches,
add
2.5 inches.
did he make that like, did it come with nipper? Like, he must did he
Yeah,
make those? Oh, it comes
yeah.
with
No,
it.
it
Oh,
comes
okay.
with like whatever you can see here, like the little
Yeah.
nippers and the little runner there. That
Oh, cool.
Zaku in the
Yeah,
background, I'm just noticing that's probably that Zaku there,
yeah. Is that
which
one?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Yeah,
that's not included with the kit, but I think that's just
right,
from, like I said, one of those like ship models or something like that, and just
right. That's
added
cool.
for this added for that scene, but it works really well.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Mhm,
cool.
mhm.
Yeah, the skin tone is really nice.
Yeah, and just the details. It's like on the clothing here as well.
Yes.
Like we're
Yeah,
talking about just like the shading, but like yeah, the
yeah,
shading of that to make it look realistic
yeah.
like that, and then the hair. Because I mean, think about it. To get like the hair to look this way, I mean, you would think like
Yeah,
just hair, just paint it dark brown, but like
yeah.
there's so many different tones and highlights here,
Mhm.
like really subtle highlights, and then like
Even, like, the
even
hair, like, the part,
the line.
like
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, right?
uh,
Like,
yeah,
that looks so good.
mm, that's pretty wild. So yeah, and
That's
then
that's
this one
nice.
too.
Yeah, the skin tone.
Mm. All right, this one,
Wow.
Morish, he was the, Japan's GBWC champion last year, right, with that
Oh.
one?
Oh, yes, 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 yep.
Mhm.
I recognize it.
And this is
I don't
all from
recognize
this
his
year?
name though, but that's crazy. Wait, are these artifacts?
No. None of those are artifacts. Huh? Is that that bill we were looking at last time? No, it's not, but it looks similar, doesn't it?
It
This
does,
one here?
yeah. Right. I
Yeah.
don't think it is the same one, but
This Stark Jagan, that's that. It's just in, like, it's not the
oh, I
full
see.
thing.
I see.
Uh, so but otherwise, I mean, everything else looks like it's all
Man,
separate.
he did so much this past year.
Oh, these are also the same, like, the aerial done up as, like, an excess and then as, like, a deep
Okay.
striker. It's, like, with everything else, it's kinda added onto it.
Oh, that's smart. That's a smart
And I
move.
think, like, this one too here with, like, the
Oh,
B2. But still, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of work.
wow.
Mm.
Man, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this, uh, Penelope build as well, but that was, like,
Chitara. Oh,
it's made up
which
of different stuff. 'Cause it's got, like, the Stark Jagan parts there on the legs. There's a bunch of IBO stuff in there.
yeah. I like how he yeah, mishmashes completely different series and makes them into other series suits kind of thing.
Mm, mm,
That's really cool. That's
yeah.
really cool. He's a kit bash magician.
Master?
Master. Yeah, he's a kit bash master.
What is this say? 19 works in total? Jeez.
19. Wow.
How's that work?
I wonder if he's
Alright.
like a full-time job doing that. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That's a lot. That's
Or a
impressive.
hikikomori?
Oh
Just
yes.
he
Yeah,
does
just
that.
in his room. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
true.
equally a possibility, I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As I remember, though, he was a pretty young guy, too,
Oh, wow. Wow.
from seeing from the ceremony at Japan last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um, Yoshimaru, here's a bunch more, like, human
Oh, man. This is so impressive.
huh, even, like, the
Wow.
dirt and stuff on
Yeah.
their face there.
She's about to give you the finger there.
Almost. These are, those first ones I don't recognize because I think those are just, like, different resin models and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These ones are all Hasegawa kits. I think these are all, like, 124
Wow.
scale.
That's so impressive. Like, even just looking at the detail in the eyes and stuff, like,
Mm,
that's so crazy, and the skin tones are so good.
it's, it's a crazy skill to have.
Yeah.
Bunch more. This is a
Wow.
mix of a bunch of different stuff, resin and, I think it's mostly resin, actually, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm. And oh, this is a minimum factory kit. This one here.
Oh, cool.
And these are all different of the Naked Angel kits, but obviously the non-nude ones.
Yeah,
They all look like that. Yeah, that's what those are. Those are plastic. That one, I'm not sure. That one might be resin, or it's like a modified plastic kit. I'm not sure.
That's a nice base.
One thing. Yeah, it's a nice base.
Yeah.
Nice, like dimensional scene there.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like so well contained. The fence is like cut off right on the edge. Oh, so nice. So nice.
I like how we like to like think of like when we're basing stuff up like that, like to think of it like in a 3-dimensional, so like it should look good from every side. Like this, obviously, like it has like a very intentional like front, right?
Angle. Yeah.
Which I think is fine. I mean, like for how it's presented, it's not going to be anywhere near like as interesting to look at this from the back, I feel like.
Right. I mean, even the way, like, I like also, the 3-dimensionality of it, like even with, like her in the front, the bike, the fence, and then I love the sunflowers in the back there. Like it just provides a really nice kind of backdrop to the whole scene, right? Like, like those little elements just make such a big difference. So yeah, it's really nice.
It's almost sort of like looking at just an illustration.
Yeah.
Especially like with how the sunflowers are placed too, like only off like to the side of the figure.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very tastefully done.
Very interesting. Something to think about.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't always have to be, you don't always have to try to arrange it so that it looks good from every angle, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Joe Coco. He's got some really cool stuff. I always like his works. It's a Zabungle kit.
Is this like the same kit that Goblin Teeth?
Yes, actually, I was just about to say that. Yeah, I
think
That's so
cool. Wow.
If not, it's a very similar one, but I think it is the same one. He just went
The
in a very
cockpit
different.
looks very similar. Yeah.
Went a different direction because it had the same like little like turret nest up
Exactly.
there at the top.
Yeah.
But I know the legs are very short, which I think is like. But I'm wondering if he made the legs even shorter. I remember Goblin Teeth. He said that he made the legs longer.
I
don't think that they were this short on the original kit.
Yeah. It looks like he would trip in a battle, like with such stubby legs.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere very
quickly. Yeah. But it's cool, like stylistically. That's cool.
Like the stretched cloth over the front of this car.
I love that. And then those like little rivets, like tacking it down.
Yeah.
That's a cool.
Which did you see my interview with him with Goblin Teeth?
Yeah.
Like he talked about how much he loves making cloth covers and stuff like that. That's a good one right there.
That is a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool seeing him talk about that, the cloth with the making out of putty.
Even with this painted.
Yeah, that's cool.
Details too, like the hand painted details, and like this rail that must be from like a
photo etch or something.
Yeah, from like a ship model kit or something like that super tiny photo etch parts.
Man, I love those details.
Because that's not a very big kit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know how big it is. Like,
I mean, I don't know. It's like that big, maybe like the size of an HG, sort of.
Painting that swirl would have been. That would have been really hard.
Yeah, I would have been stressed out about it because like you don't want it to look perfect because it's supposed to look like it's painted on there like by hand, not like from a factory.
Yeah, but that's such a small scale too.
That's the thing, like for like any kind of like models where you want it to look hand painted, but you have to think like about the scaling of it, right?
Yeah. That's nice. Ooh, that's nice.
He does a lot of this. I don't even know what you would call it, but like these like bars like on the outside of the armor pieces you see a lot in like his works.
Right. It's
I'm not
so
even sure like what the
nicely
inspiration
painted.
for that is, where that comes from, like in real life. I would imagine it's something inspired by like some real world tank
Hmm.
armor or something.
Yeah,
Mm,
I don't know. I
mm,
like the look of it.
mm. Look how
Wow,
this cloth even has
that's
that
cool.
texture to it too.
It's slippers to make sure they don't get the interior of the base dirty. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, that and to keep his feet warm, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cold
yeah.
weather. And look at these
Wow.
super tiny little hooks on that.
Oh, that is so nice, man.
Those are super small.
What are they even made out of? Like maybe runners just stretched out and bent, or
No, no, that's gotta be just photo etch parts too. You see, like,
oh, yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
little part right there, right?
yeah, yeah.
That's gotta be just a photo etch part. It's not there's no way that's plastic.
That would take forever. Yeah. Oh, there's some more that's added too, like on the front skirt armor, right by the bomb missiles, hand grenades.
There's one
Or
like a
yeah, that
really
one
little
there.
one right there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, that one
Yeah,
there.
it's another really small one. Here's what looks like
Heat
it's
sink.
probably not bread clip because it's too thin, but
Yeah,
like your classic
yeah,
stacked plot plate there for the heat
yeah.
radiator. Hmm.
Man, it's so nicely painted too.
Mm.
That's so cool. Oh, I like that. Those two tubes coming out of the left chest area. That's kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
in asymmetry. That looks really cool.
Mm. Mm. And again with
Wow.
this like cloth
Yeah,
padded covering over that.
man, this is so nice.
Mm. Like even for like the weathering, how the shield has just like big chunk out of it right there.
Yeah, that's nice. That's tastefully done.
Mm. Not like
Wow.
overdone. Here's playing with the scale a bit for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. That's so cool.
Like a Yeti
Man. Yeah,
black guy.
yeah. Man, that is so beautiful.
All like these like it's like pop marks.
Dense or
It's supposed to be like yeah, like bullet
yeah,
holes or something basically on that, but
yeah.
so it looks like he
Like
added it on the clear
craters.
part as well.
That's
Kind
so
of.
cool. And even just that little LED light. Ah,
Mm.
man. And again, that asymmetrical kind of like breathing. I
Hmm.
don't know. Yeah.
So it just looks like a muffler on
Yeah.
there, basically, right?
That'd be cool if there's a little bit of smoke coming out of it. That'd be a
Yeah.
nice little detail.
You sometimes see that, especially like at like
Yeah.
the like Shizuoka and other events too, that people have
Mm.
their stuff set up so that there's like steam coming out and all that.
Oh man, that snow detail, that looks
Mm,
so realistic. Like it's so in scale.
yeah,
Man, that's so impressive.
that looks nice. I like how red his nose is too.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. Oh man.
it's weird with like I don't know. I mean, with like all the little dents and everything, it seems like it's like so many. It's like an unrealistic amount. Like it was like constantly sprayed with like machine gun fire.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure
You
if it's
know,
meant to look like if it's made to be just like a just has a texture to the metal sort of,
yeah.
or
Or like when I first looked at it, to tell you the truth, it looked to me like it was like frozen water that's melting off the body of the suit, like water droplets almost.
mm, mm,
But I
yeah,
mean, when you're looking at the side, though, you can actually see dents, though, right? But
yeah, yeah.
um, and I mean, they are fairly big to be water droplets and stuff. But
Mm, mm,
I don't
mm.
know.
Yeah, I think it is just probably meant to be actual just dents. I mean, like thinking about it
Yeah.
on like a Gundam or like a 18-meter tall mobile
Oh
suit,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
wouldn't last,
That's right.
to
Yeah,
get that many dents. But something like this, I mean, it's
yeah,
completely playing with the scale and like
yeah.
I mean, in this made up universe, that metal could be like
Hmm.
3-inch thick, whatever,
Yeah,
that it could survive getting loads of gunfire like that and just having a
yeah,
bunch of dents all over. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
Man, that's so cool.
Mhm. And there's a goofy goof with some more of the same.
Yeah, I love this guy's style.
And I like how he photographs everything outside on dreary
Yes.
days, like to
Yes.
complement the style
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Totally.
'Cause these would look, I mean, they would still look good and impressive
Yeah.
if photographed in just like a studio setting or like outside on a sunny day.
Yeah.
But he's got
It's
to
it's
wait for
totally.
like a gray winter day to photograph his stuff outside. Mm, yeah,
That's so cool.
it's like a Thunderbolt style, like
Yes.
coverings in the elbows
Joint
there
covering.
almost.
Yeah.
And I like how like this armor plate on like the front of the chest there
Ah,
too.
yeah.
It's just
That's right.
like a plate
A
like stuck on
take-on
there.
plate. Yeah.
Normally we would want to like the part for the center of the chest, how like normally you would just like shape the armor like that, but that looks like it's almost intentional, like not
Mhm.
shaped
Yeah. It's like
completely.
tacked on, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Totally.
but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Normally you'd want to make stuff look like it, flows and looks natural without looking tacked on, but
Yeah.
that one kind of went a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
This
this.
the white piping is
Uh-huh.
really cool, and I wonder if that's just shaped uh, plastic rod, or it could even just be runner, which is the same
Yeah.
thing. But uh,
Possibly.
I've seen people do that, and he had the same thing on his dom as well, on the knee.
Ah, okay, okay.
And when they
Yeah,
make
yeah.
stuff like that, they just shape the plastic rod, but it seems like it would be so difficult to get it
To
symmetrical
be
for one.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Unless they bent both at the same time, but even then
yeah.
it's tricky.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I mean, if you are just using just like the runner, just pieces of runner,
Yeah.
it's like a
Well, if they're already parallel too. I guess depending on the you could choose a piece that's actually like a ladder shape almost or something, right?
mm,
And then
mm, mm.
you can bend both at the same time.
Well, I just mean it's like a free resource you already have like with the
Oh,
kit.
yes. Yeah.
So even if you don't get it right the first time, you can try a couple times, and it's not like you're like wasting
Yeah.
supplies that you bought. I mean, I guess like
That's right.
technically you bought it, but like
Yeah.
it came with
Yeah.
the kit basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm, so
They
there you go.
they,
He's got
yeah, they did it for the tubing on the head part too, so that was kinda cool.
mm,
It's,
mm,
yeah,
probably does it look the
yeah.
same size or is it smaller?
Might be
Maybe,
small, I don't know. Oh, maybe
maybe the
it's yeah,
same. Mm. Had
that's
a
cool.
couple more here. This one I remember seeing the work in progress on this like
Oh,
all throughout the
man.
year.
Wow. I've never seen this artist before. I gotta
Really?
follow this.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He does such nice work.
It's really interesting. This one's pretty wild. Like it's
Yeah.
there's two others, not another photo of this, but if you go on his page, there's you can see loads of photos of this one in particular. It was a lot of work in progress I remember seeing.
Is the arm, like, ripped off? And then or
Yeah,
is it
and
just,
on
like, maintained?
the like front of like I know it's the front of the face, the front of the chest, it's kind of the same thing, but like this side it's got like the cloth and the hoses, and then that side's just like this big massive vent. You can kind of
Oh,
see
that's
it
so
from this
cool.
angle, but yeah, pretty wild Zugok there. And I
How
like this.
does yeah, this is so beautiful. How do people, like how do they, like I wonder what goes on in his head or how he
Yeah.
visualizes. Like, it's so creative.
Mm,
Man, I love the look of it.
mm.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
It's basically what good is that? It must be the MG 2.0, I guess. I think. Maybe.
Those cloth, kind of like those, the soft cloth coverings over, like, the
Mm,
shield and the chest area, like,
mm,
totally, gives me, like, those Pat Labor vibes with the
mhm.
reactive armor kinda
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
That's a nice,
I like this shoulder armor as well, the
yeah,
round one
yeah,
too. It's kind of really
yeah,
simple, but just has those like couple simple holes and just a
yeah,
couple mini hooks on there.
yeah, I like that. I like that too.
Very utilitarian.
Yeah, and even the hand like, if you look at the hand, the armor on the hand part,
Mm,
the hand cover, man, I love the details there.
mm.
Oh, man. Why is this guy so good? It's, like, so stylistic and so beautiful.
Mm. a lot of good ideas to draw
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
All like the little things, right?
Yeah,
Just thinking
yeah,
like, okay,
exactly.
I don't want to like try to attempt to like make something
Right.
exactly like this, but like
Yeah,
thinking about like, oh, okay, on like this front skirt
yeah,
section, I can like make an armor plate and hooks, kind of like something
yeah.
similar like that. So just like borrowing like some of the ideas.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably has a lot of like tanks parts too that he can,
sure.
use to
Mm,
kit bash and everything. And
mm,
wow, that's
absolutely.
really beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yamasak.
Yamasak. Ooh,
Very different here for these.
yes.
Very
The head,
crispy.
is this smaller? Are the heads like,
Oh yeah, they do look quite a bit smaller, don't they?
yeah, like the shoulder here looks way small. I don't know if it's like the warped angle of which he's shooting, but especially on the dom, I think, or
Mm.
like that head looks way tinier.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Something
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
I mean, it's a cool look though.
because
I always do like I was looking at the other day just at the Solomon Express, and like, or even like those ones where like super tiny Zaku heads and like the super bulky
yeah.
shoulders, and I love that look actually. Like I
Mm.
think it fits that style very well, or the suit really well. So
Yeah, 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 absolutely. These, I don't know. Yeah, this. I want to look at
Yamasak.
Rictum to. I don't know. Yeah, because even like looking at the Gundam too. I mean, I guess this is just like the MG Verka.
Ooh,
Looks like what that's based off of. And that's relatively straightforward.
I like
I
this
like
guy
even
too.
this, like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess it's the HG. Yeah, it's changed like quite a lot. Like the thighs, like
yeah, man.
completely, and like the shoulder armor is completely reshaped. The
Yeah, yeah,
chest and the
exactly.
head.
It's very angular, right?
Mm,
Um,
yeah,
And that's when you know when these guys are so good. When you look at it, you don't even know if it's like HG, MG, PG.
yeah, yeah. Because like actually now, well, I don't know. Because now I'm looking at like the back of the shield. No, I'm pretty sure this is the HG because the elbow joints too. It's like the HG.
uh,
The back of the shield also looks a bit like the MG, but I don't think it is. I think it's just nicely painted. Pretty sure it's the
yeah,
HG, yeah, because like the chest and this rifle is from the Gelgug Jaeger kit, I believe.
huh,
But still, it's like all modified quite a bit.
redone, yeah.
Mm. And yeah, this one really subtle, like kind of weathering, sort of. You can see a bit on here on the front skirts.
Like paint fade.
A bit, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, even on the shoulders, on that left shoulder there.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That's cool.
Love those
Those hands, are
decals.
those 3D printed hands, or are those like,
Um,
or
it might
maybe just
be, yeah. I don't
yeah,
remember. I've not actually built this kit, so I don't know. But I don't know what the hands look like stock with this kit. I don't
normally.
know. They probably don't look that good. I mean, knowing that it's like
Yeah,
a somewhat older HG
yeah,
kit, they probably don't look that good.
yeah.
But I'm not sure. The arms, as much as I love like a lot of this design, I don't like the arms. It's kind of
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
looking.
yeah.
It's
It's
a
out
bit
of
out of
place a
place.
little bit. Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Those decals are super tiny though. Like this could
Hmm.
be MG too, like using, I don't know. They're just super.
I think it's just really tiny decals.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, like there's some of those sets like that just have some really, really small ones.
Yeah.
Like they're cool for doing stuff like that, but like I don't ever want to use them.
Mm.
Like it's just
Yeah. Yeah.
especially
Nightmare to
like
place.
doing like freestyle decals without like a decal guide already takes long enough, but then like if you're
Hmm.
filming like really tiny ones like that,
You'll go blind.
yeah. That's how I
That's
felt
why.
yesterday working on that,
Yeah.
even on this Machine Krieger kit. Like after like
Ah.
working on this for a while, I had to
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
a break and like go out and like walk around the warehouse for a while because like I felt like
Yeah.
eyes was hurting.
Yeah. It's funny when I was working on my my artifact, custom,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I started like taking my glasses off because I wear contacts, right? But I started
Mm-hmm.
taking my glasses off and like looking at literally maybe centimeters away from my eye.
Yeah.
And then it would really like mess up. Like I would
Yep.
put my glasses back on and be like, whoa, like what am I looking at right now?
Yep.
But I've built a bad habit of doing that now that
Mm.
like every time I'm working on a tiny detail, I take my glasses off and then I'm
Mm.
like looking super close and be like, okay, that's smooth or whatever, right? Anyways,
Mm.
it's just a habit of mine. It was
Yeah. Well, and then I don't know. It depends on like what you're making, but yeah, for like a lot of
Mhm,
that stuff too. I feel like, you know, I may be like removing a mold line or something, right? And then
mhm.
there's like that bit, it's like where you're sanding it and say like uh it's like a flat surface and like a raised detail and like the mold line kind of goes up and over that and
Oh
like that
yes.
bit like in the
Yeah.
corner where there's always like
Oh,
a little
so
bit you
annoying.
kind of like you
Yeah.
have to use your knife or whatever like to get
Yeah.
like that last little bit that's right at the very edge of the
Yeah.
corner there, but then like thinking who's really gonna see this ever? Not ever gonna be noticeable at all, but like
I
the lengths
know.
that we go to like get
I
every
know.
single little tiny thing.
For those, what I do is I scribe that like that
Mm,
where it goes up, I scribe that in, and then I use my sandpaper vertically, like right on that
mm,
spot. And but as I'm doing that, I'm like, who is honestly gonna look at this, right? I'm spending like literally 15 to 20 minutes just working on this one little vertical mold line, right?
yeah.
And but
Mm.
anyways, it's part of the hobby.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yulon said, he said, "Do you find dental loops, useful for that? I'm trying to
Ah,
use my wife's, but it's just not very used to it." Yeah, I have a set of loops too, but, I find them hard to use too. It's, like, so
yeah.
disorientating.
Yes. I work with dental loops all the time, right?
Yeah.
The biggest issue I have is like when I use dental loops, right? Like my hand is really far away because it's a certain distance away that where it focuses, right?
Yeah.
And so I find I have less control when I'm like
Mm,
working so far away from my eye. I
mm,
honestly like I said, after working on the artifact, I was like, man, I get so much more control when I'm like closer to my body or just like tighter up kind of
yeah.
thing, right? And
Mm,
so that was my main thing with like the down loop. I mean, it's good for like examining things, I guess, if you're trying to, like after you've done it, right? But while
mhm,
while I'm doing it, I personally found it really
yeah.
difficult just to like do such a fine like thing, but so far away kind of thing. So
Mhm,
yeah,
mm,
but I do know like figure painters like love using like Simon Lamb, like he
yeah,
has like those magnifying. They're loops too, but they're but he loves doing that, right? Or I know even
yeah.
guys like when they're painting eyes for figures, they use like magnifying glasses, like or like microscopes,
One of
to
those
do
ones
it.
that's on, like, an arm
Yeah,
kinda thing, yeah.
exactly,
Mm,
exactly, right. Um, but so I mean, I'm not a figure painter. Maybe in the future I would love to try, right? Like
yeah,
painting eyes, like maybe that will come in handy. I don't
mm,
know. So, but yeah, that's a good
yeah.
question.
Mm. Uh, Archidelic makes some really cool, like, Machine Krieger stuff. This looks like some more.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so
yeah.
cool.
Well, alright, there's this one, these are different, but this one's like a loading truck, but even this looks, I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's like, at first glance, you would think, like, "Oh, it's just like a real
yeah,
world scale model,"
yeah,
but, like, wait, what the heck kind
yeah,
of truck is that?
yeah, yeah. Exactly,
It's just like a
exactly.
custom built, uh, like, sci-fi.
Especially this one too. Like this one
Yeah,
looks even more sci-fi, right?
yeah,
I
yeah.
I really like this one. Like,
Mm,
oh man, that's so beautiful.
mm. And
And
again, really nice diorama
oh,
scene here.
with the light too, like
Mhm,
casting the shadow on the car, like that looks so
mm,
cool.
mm. Yeah, really cool, like, light placement. I like just how,
Exactly.
like, the door entrance looks so,
Yeah.
um, like, I feel like I've seen that door a million
Yeah.
times. Like, it looks so normal, like,
Yeah.
realistic,
Yeah.
lit like that. And I like how you even extended the scene up onto, like, the roof
Yes.
up here, which, like, why? But it looks
Yes.
cool.
And then the other one, there was like birds
Mm.
on the rooftop.
Oh, yeah,
Like I
yeah,
thought that was so cool. Like
mm,
that's just such a nice touch.
yeah, mm,
Man, it's very realistic lighting.
yeah. You got, like, the little window here on the side too.
Yeah,
Huh,
man. This guy's so talented. Man, there's so many talented people out there.
What? 12 years of bloating and gas went fast. MF303. This is a fun kit. This is what's the name of this kit? Sana-chan, something like that. It's like it's actually part of the Hexagear line, strangely enough. But it doesn't look anything like any of the Hexagear stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a fun, cool little kit. But it doesn't come with
cat ears.
The cat ears, and then the arms, the sleeves aren't like that either. So I mean, like, there's a lot of custom work done on this. I forgot it somewhere. Where is mine? It's over there on the shelf. But yeah, way over there. Anyway, that's pretty cool. And this little duck thing too is also just scratch belt. I'm sure that's just like not plop plate, putty. Yeah, epoxy putty belt, and probably all the sleeve parts probably are too.
I love that.
It comes with.
Do they have different face plates?
Yeah,
swap out.
It comes the face plates. I know I have right here. But the kit's over there. But yeah, I got like the
so cute
face plates.
That's so cute.
You should get one for your
one
of your daughters.
Yeah, for one of my daughters. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
It's a fun little kit.
And
it's like this big. It's really small. Yeah, this one's really cool as well.
That's so cool.
It's Megami Device Asura Archer. It's the base.
Did it come with all? Yeah, like, does it come with that big arm and the hat and then those high heels?
So it's all kind of from different stuff. Like,
okay.
Hello.
Are you live streaming?
Yes. What's up?
Well, I can show you this, but you can't see anything.
Okay.
That is real.
Yeah.
And that.
I heard. Wait. Hang on. What's that?
That's just a reprint, but then this one's gonna do good.
Oh, is it a reprint?
That one is.
I didn't know if they were doing like one of the grande scale or something.
Oh, maybe. I can't tell because this is all the information. So I had to be like, hey, nothing came through.
Well, apparently, yeah. So when I showed you that yesterday, apparently, like in the morning, it had leaked on their Facebook page or something like that, and then they immediately took it down, but a bunch of people got it. So say hi to Ryan.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, congrats.
Oh, hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, Adam. Thanks.
Yeah, we didn't mention that. I guess we could have mentioned Ryan's big win.
Yeah, congrats. Every time I see him, I think his head's shaved. Then I don't know why.
His hair is blending into the background.
It blends in the background.
Maybe next time I'm gonna shave my head just for you, okay, buddy?
Why not, right?
All right, see ya.
See you, Adam. Nice. Thanks for saying hi, man.
Or get a green screen background. Just don't actually swap it out. Just keep it green so that we can tell the hair color different from your great background there.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's cool.
Anyway, okay. So this is it's a mix of parts from a few different kits for sure. The hand, I don't even know. The hand might be from a Hexagear kit or something like that. It's not even from a different Megami Device kit. And then the hat, the ears are from a Megami Device kit. The hat, I don't know what that is. It's something entirely different. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of kit bashing, a lot of like some of the scratch belt stuff, like the folded paper. It's like a Shinto thing. That's just scratch belt, I'm sure, probably.
That's so.
Or I don't know. No, actually, that might be from one of the kits too. Actually, now that I remember, the Asura Tamama no Mae, I think, actually has that.
Man, just the pose of this is so beautiful. I love the heels. That's so stylistic. That's so cool.
That's from, I think, the same kit. Asura there we go. This one.
Oh yeah, we can see those the paper. Yeah.
Let me try this thing. Anyway, you can kind of see.
Yeah, that's right. I
It's
can
the
see it.
new version of it that's coming
Wow.
out, I think, soon,
Oh, the
actually.
ears are there too. Oh yeah.
Yep, yep. So you can see that. Yeah, it is really cool. There's another artist too that made another one kind of similar in style. It has like one of these big hats like that, which is really cool. That I've seen before, but this one's really nice.
I love how different the that little chibi figure was, and compared to this, it's like, so cool.
Little different style there between the two.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love that.
Oh, here we go. Oh, was this
Oh,
with you? No, okay, it was not with you. It was with one of our staff here is joining in the Pokeblog contest when we were talking about Metagross custom builds.
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
This one's Protocraft BG. So yeah, there's a cool.
Yeah.
Sort of what are they? Almost looks like all the black parts almost look like sort of like what are those guys that have like the black leather stuff?
Like Gothic or
yeah, not like Gothic, but like it's not S&M, but maybe something like that you would expect.
It also
yeah.
This also it has like similar color scheme to Bakugo from My Hero Academia. I don't know if you've seen it, but like he's like it's like very similar.
Okay. Now I know vaguely what My Hero Academia is, but I don't know anything about it.
But I'm sure it's different because there's no like mechs in it, right? But yeah, that's kind of cool. That's neat.
Pretty well. This one's pretty interesting.
Cool. Ooh, that blade. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
And just the general design. Is this like a kit bash, or is there a kit of this? Like,
yeah, no, it's definitely a kit bash. The cannon is from an HG ball. No, that's the HG Barbatos.
Oh wow,
smoothbore gun.
Huh.
That's that. It's just a mix of different stuff. The arms.
This looks so cool.
The arms almost look like they're from like an Armored Core kit or something, like very thin like that. Just makes me think of Armored Core. But like the legs, I'm not sure. The legs are also like these are Gundam parts for sure. Anyway, yeah, it's a mix of
that's really
random
nice.
Gundam parts and stuff. It might be one of those too that like this main body section, like that round section, could be something that's not even from like a plastic model.
Right.
It's just like a
yo-yo
case, yeah, something like that, some random like everyday, like a normal object, right?
I love the head design there. It looks so good and effective. Like the rings of the light in that, it looks like it goes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so
really
nice.
cool.
And I don't see any wires. Like maybe it's just a battery in the head kind of thing.
It's a UV light shining on it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's why it's got like kind of this purple glow.
Oh yes.
Around here.
Right.
And you can like see all the dust.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like it's just the texture of like
you're right.
photo background. So it's a UV light. So I see this a lot. I'm not sure. I don't recognize this builder. I don't think if I follow them or not. I am following them, but a lot of people that do, especially like a lot of like 30 minutes missions, kit bashes and stuff. I see them using like the clear effect parts with like UV lights.
Do they paint it with like UV reactive kind of top coating, or is it naturally
maybe
UV
in some cases? Yeah, sometimes the plastic itself is like UV reactive, but if it's not, then yeah, you could just paint it with UV paint.
Dude, if you look close at that blade, it looks like there's like plasma, like plasma effects.
There is a bit of a
detail
there, isn't it?
Yeah. That's cool.
It does look really nice. Really cool. I think there's a little bit of that here on like the third one. Maybe not that much. Yeah, it's just like clear green. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's pretty much just all like demi trainer or demi barding parts, just like all mixed up. Together.
Maybe they lost the manual to build that, and so they just built their own.
It's just what I came up with. I didn't know how else to make it. Yeah. That's a cool one. I've seen like another a really cool custom build that someone like mixed that kit with like 2 30-minute sisters kits, because you know how like this kit, the HG demi barding, I'm not sure how familiar you are with it, but like the
No,
backpack
I'm
is
not.
like a separate kind of thing. So like the backpack can come off and like fly
Okay.
off like
Okay.
that.
Oh,
So what
neat.
somebody did was like have like um with like the main suit and like kit bash that with like a 30-minute sister to make like a Mecha Musume version of that. But then they also made
Oh,
like a Mecha Musume like version of like the backpack, which like goes on the back. So it's
that's
really, really
cool.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. That backpack design is really neat, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Huh.
It's a cool kit.
Huh.
So anyway, that's a pretty cool one.
Yeah. That is really good.
Oh yeah, yes. I was really happy to see this one because I was thinking about this actually earlier. I was going to mention something about it. One of the other builds we were looking at from Empire at just because I've never actually watched Votoms, I didn't
Yeah.
know that
Either.
this cutout in the front skirt, I didn't know that it was there for a step until I
Oh,
saw this build.
interesting.
Because I mean, like, oh, well, there's no photo of the kit without the guy there, but
That pilot would have to jump really high just to get his foot on it.
just to get in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
I
there's
think
like a
that's
little
also
staircase or
well,
like a
if you look
roll
on
in,
the
roll out.
on not this one is the strike dog, but on like the regular on like the scope dog, how it has the like the bar detail on the knee. I think that's what that's
Oh,
there
that's
for too.
cool. You step on the
Like
knee and then step on the front
the
skirt.
skirt, and then there's usually a bar like on the front of the torso there too.
Yeah.
So having not actually ever watched the anime, I didn't know that like that's
Yeah,
what those
I've never.
details are there for. But like yeah, it
Yeah,
makes sense. Like, oh, that's really cool.
that's really cool. Actually, yeah, there is that detail on this knee too, on the right knee. Like
Is there a bar there?
that little, or it's just like a little
It's just like
inset.
oh, a little
Like,
it's probably a
yeah.
little part I can't see it. That is like made to like fold in and out. So like a door kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or you know how like at like some like public restrooms and stuff, there's like
Yeah.
the little like step stool that like for kids that it, like
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
like folded up and then the kids can
Yes.
like step on it, it folds down and
Yeah.
it just like automatically go back up, that kind of thing. I
Yeah.
mean like it's open here,
Yeah.
but I wonder if it could be
That's
that sort
cool.
of thing too, or like you just push your foot in and it's that
Yeah.
folds in.
That's cool. For some reason, when I'm looking at this, or at least maybe just the pose right now, it's just giving me vibes of like, when we're mailing letters and stuff. That'd be kind of neat if like you did
Yeah.
like a kind of a creative build where it's like, oh, mailing a letter, and then like I don't know, a little scene out of it. That'd be kind of cute. But anyways, sorry, that was just my immediate thought.
No, we don't see that very often, right? Where like
Yeah.
we see like units like this that are like weapons of war, but like
Yes.
repurposed or just rebuilt as like other different like non-war type settings.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see that sometimes with like some of like the Mechatro kits or
Yes.
like the Notchin kits, maybe because those are like less
like that the competition that you had where there was that Nachin with like the ramen belt. Like that was so cool. I love that one.
That was for the Mechatro we go
Mechatro,
contest, I
yeah.
think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That one was I love that one. That was so creative.
Exactly. Yeah. But this this kit is the 135th, or which kit is this? Actually, I'm not sure. Because I actually just recently built the Plamax kit of this, which is really, really nice. It doesn't include the gun though, and I'm not sure which version does. I mean, like there's a lot of like all this. There's a lot of like custom building on this for sure. But I'm not sure.
Did he add that little lamp by the that white part in the midsection area?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a part of the kit, but
that's so cool.
Like I'm sure he added like the little bars on there.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of different details added, I'm sure. And let's see if we can't see on here. Some more photos would be nice if we can find some. Yeah. Well, here's some like without the guy. Kind of see some more about that. Yeah.
I love the painting on this too. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, really nice like texture to it.
Yeah.
And even like these I like how on the smoke launchers too. Well, here it is with
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Which would be, but right here, the little hooks on the caps.
Yeah.
Smoke launchers too. That's
Yeah.
really cool. And
Yeah.
the way this antenna is.
Yeah.
That white section, kind of more like thick antenna.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, a couple of really, really teeny tiny little hooks on there.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
I wonder how they set if you just have to drill holes for that. I guess, yeah.
And stab it in, glue it in. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That could be that if it's not photo etched, it could just be like a 0.3 millimeter like brass rod, because you can get just like a really, really thin brass rod and just bend it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a lot more economical, I would assume.
I wonder what he used for that.
Oh wow, he modified the figure like crazy.
Yeah. I had to like cut it up a bunch.
That's impressive.
Reshape it. So there's that. I remember seeing work in progress on this. Yeah. Because like he was making 2 of them.
Oh wow. A commission or something, or
I don't know. But what kit is this? I think it is the Plamax kit. Let's go even farther. Oh yeah, I remember this one too. This is another very similar to like what Goblin Teeth did on his,
the rivets and that's nice.
His build, what was it? Zabungle kit. This one.
That's so cool.
What does it say on there? Aim to get rich quick. Cool. Neat. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Wow.
I knew he had pictures of it pre-paint.
Wow, that's crazy.
All that white stuff's all play.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think you're right about the hooks. Like that does look like bent brass.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what he used for like the bars here on the side of the shoulders and the antenna.
Wow, this is impressive, man. Did he build the entire rifle too? Look at that.
Looks like it, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I don't know of any kit that includes that. I just recently got, so I built the Plamax kit, which is 1/24 scale. It's larger, and then I just recently got the Wave kit. It's smaller. It's 1/35 scale, but neither of those come with this.
Man, that's crazy.
And the like this detail, I like this. I recently tried this on a different build. But like this is what I was talking about before too. The other build we were talking about just like borrowing certain like little details, ideas.
Yeah.
Keno is another builder on here that I like to borrow stuff from time to time.
I love his
work. And that's who I got this idea from. Where does he use your
spin mold?
Yeah, the spin mold. Yeah. To make a flat hole first, and then drill a smaller hole in the center of that, and then stick
and that's so smart because the spin mold naturally digs right in the center and has that little like pinpoint hole. That's annoying, right?
And it marks the center hole for you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so nice. That's actually really smart. I never really thought of that too, like to actually just use a tinier, like pin vise drill and then just drill it out. That's so smart.
Even it looks like he might have done a similar thing like for like these details here too.
Yeah.
As well.
I love that spin mold for that reason. Like whenever I'm adding circular details, it's like even on the claw part. If you look, he put like that hexagonal kind of. But he probably used the spin mold first, right? And then maybe even like a wider blade just to chamfer the edge a little bit, and then he glued that hexagonal kind of bolt in. That just looks so much nicer than if you just put a bolt on kind of thing. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, here's like what we were talking about too with the using the plastic rod for making this bar. It looks like he just cut it at like 90 degrees or 45 degrees.
45, yeah.
Glue it and then just sand it around.
That's smart.
And like just right above that here, this little like latch detail. It's just a couple of pieces of claw plate.
Exactly. I was looking at that too. It looks
I actually
so
did
good.
something similar on this one because here, let me show you.
Yeah.
On here, because like this tank on the back there's like parts that like didn't completely line up. So what I did is just make a kind of similar little like latch kind of
Good
detail.
job, man. That looks good.
Right, just to make that look more attached. Sort of
have you ever seen? I saw this one video. You might have seen it too, but like somebody used it was like in a syringe, like a metal syringe, and then he put like UV putty in it, and then he was kind of like putting it across seams to make it look like welded seams.
Oh,
so he would like do like little by little, and he'd like it would bubble little by little, and then he would just like shine UV light to set it. But I thought that was actually kind of neat way of doing that welded seam, as opposed to like using putty or whatever, right? Because it looked really convincing. But of course, you need like a tiny syringe, and you need to find like UV resin that flows a little bit better, I would assume. So
you'd have to like thin it down a little bit.
Thin it down, exactly. I wonder what they would use to thin down the UV resin. But
I mean, I don't know if it's anything else, just like regular putty. I mean, you just use lacquer thinner, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because it's UV reactive. I don't know how the regular lacquer thinner works with that, but I mean,
right.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I love
so much stuff to look at. It's so nice. Exactly.
Yeah. For getting all these little ideas, and like a lot of this stuff, like a lot of all like the really cool ideas that you're going to get from stuff like this, it's the kind of stuff doesn't exactly transfer very well to Gunpla a lot of times.
Right.
It works better for stuff like this.
Like
Votom,
at this scale. And yeah. Although for like a Zaku build, like that one builder that we saw before, like this is totally the stuff that he placed on his too, right? Like
absolutely.
I love how he built all those armaments, like the scratch built all those, like the shoulder cannon, those smoke grenade things, right? Like I didn't know that was fully scratch built, and like
this
just the piston.
Rocket launcher, too. Crazy.
It's so cool, and like how he used the like silver plow rods for the corners, or sorry, not silver, the
tubes.
The tubes, to make it so it's like perfectly rounded, and then he like edges. On the edges, right? Like that's little techniques like that
here
is so like on all four corners, and then he like just probably glued everything together.
It's a really clever way to make that without having to do it. I mean, like, is it less work or more work to do it that way? I mean, it's probably a comparable amount of work. I mean, it's still clever to see.
There's
a bunch of really cool work in there on that one.
I love it.
And it looks like he was able to visit the Grenacier kit. That would be so cool to see live.
Man.
See in person. Who was it that Simon got to see it when he was there, right? I think I saw something that he seen that, or somebody.
Maybe, That's the one with the Kshatriya, right? Like
he made a bunch of different like kits to actually go with it too. Here you can see. Zaku. No, it's not a Zaku. Is it a Zaku? No, it's a Girazulu.
I don't even know.
In there.
That's so nice.
Huge and crazy. And like the guy's rig, like the wooden rig that he has to move it around is so crazy.
Exactly.
The work in progress on that. I mean, I would love like a Netflix docuseries on just the work in progress on that build.
Totally.
That would be incredible.
Because it seemingly came out of nowhere. Like I didn't really see any work in progresses of it. Like maybe really? Like how long did it take the guy to build? Like
a couple years.
Man.
Yeah. Because like did you see like have you ever seen like the videos or photos of like from when he was painting it?
No.
Yeah, because it's crazy. He's got like these huge panels and he's like spraying these huge panels, and it's like lots of different, and it's not just paint it. He had like some like really like specific techniques that he was using for like painting it.
Was it like a car like airbrush that he was using, or was it just like a regular?
I think so, but probably like a mix of things because of like, so he did like pre-shading and also like some like salt chipping kind of to it too. So like it's not just like a flat like color coat. Like it's all nice like texture, splotchy and everything. To like look really realistic.
Actually, that's a paint style I really want to try. You know the the China GBWC winner, like the last year, the one with that massive blue oh man, I forgot the name of it. But this year he didn't win number one. He competed on the under 20. Or sorry, over 21. Crap, I forget. Oh, Laxus. You know Laxus? The
No, I'm not sure.
He's on Twitter. GBWC.
It'd be from the 11th tournament. It was from last year, right?
11th tournament, yeah, and he won.
Oh
man, I can't
go.
remember.
For China.
Yeah, for China.
Inland China, right?
Yeah.
No, where's results? There we go. Wait.
Oh, what was the Gundam that he built? Oh man, I'm terrible with names.
Damn.
I know. Sorry, I can't read Chinese.
Qualifying results here. Maybe this is it. I think this is.
Try to find it.
It's under 14. Is this last year or this year? Because then this is saying 12, which is this year's.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Let me just try to find it for you. The guy who built you would recognize it right away when you saw it.
Yeah, this is this year's. Because there's that.
The guy who built this one. This one? Oh yeah, the Destroy Gundam. Okay, so yeah, that guy. The guy who built the Destroy Gundam this year.
Oh.
Did you see his video on the work in progress video of that one? Like the build video of that?
No, I don't think so. I've seen some work in progress, but not like a
I'll
video.
I'll try to send you the link if I can find it. But his paint style was it was kind of neat too. Like I'm sure you would have seen it before. But like just like it's like the modeled kind of appearance of the paint surface, and like kind of it's like modeled but shaded kind of realistically, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, and it was like I think he just did like bursts of like lighter color over top of everything, and then he did like a fine overcovering to like blend things in better. But I would love to try this on. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, exactly. Like you can see just how it's almost like when you mistakenly kind of like overshoot a little bit, and then sometimes it's like a little like splotch.
Yeah.
But I love that texture. I think I've seen a couple of other Chinese builders do that too, like from China. And
the chipping is really impressive too. How precise it is. It's like
and how he uses like a lighter purple, not just like silver, right? But he uses a slightly lighter tone to like
right.
That's like really tastefully done, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that like I always think like, that's the right way to do it. But then like when it comes to like to do some chipping, you just like instinctively go for like gray or something.
Yeah.
I always forget that like, I should use like a similar color.
Yeah. I love that. I really love this entry from this year.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably got a pretty good chance with that too.
Yeah.
Really nice.
He got like top 10 in China, and then I think he got like third place or something in China.
Oh, is it not the?
But he's not
21. It's not the champion for over
21. It wasn't the champion. The champion is the XS Gundam on the hand under control.
Where is it? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
really?
The champion for this year. Yeah, which is also very beautiful. Like, he balanced the excess floating with just the left hand touching
from right here.
Yeah.
Just right there.
Yeah. I can't wait to see this in person. It's like, it's so good. And the Nero that he built, like, so this is such a beautiful piece. Like, I really, really like this piece.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Anyway, sorry. We should evaluate GBWC country winners in the future.
Yeah, that's true. Either
There's
before or after the competition. What do you think?
Yeah. Either one.
Maybe before, so that we can make predictions.
Predictions. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. Let's we'll probably wrap it up here pretty soon. Let's maybe take a look at one more here. Tomo's always got good stuff. I love his stuff because he does all this cool retro kits.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Especially like this Sayla.
Oh, I haven't seen that one before. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That pose is awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, not only like the build's cool, but I like the presentation too, with the just like the background, white background, and the text like that. Yeah. It's always nice.
Great photography.
This is kind of interesting. It's the Zoc, but the body is just turned 90 degrees.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
You're right.
This is the front, and this is the top. I just turned it.
Oh, that's cool. Smart. That's smart.
Oh, and this is the it's the Zaccarello, right? Whatever. But then given
added
like arms and legs
to
make it look like the what's it from RoboCop?
Yeah, RoboCop. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, and this one, like a guy combined with the the head, like that big wide head one. It's like a backpack. Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some cool weathered gold too. That's the thing too. Most of the time when you see like gold builds, it's like fresh, clean, shiny gold. It's cool to see weathered gold too sometimes.
Yeah. What kit is that on the weathered gold one? That's like a dash for sure, right? Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
I don't even know.
I like how it has this little house in there too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
And this one too, yeah, with the Zaku with like the Akai armor. He has another one too. I think it's from him. Oh, that's cool. The Gundam painted in like the Thunderbolt Gundam colors.
That's cool.
I like this one too. With it's like the bishop. Mostly, it's like mostly the bishop, and like the shoulders are like extended quite a bit, and then there's like the head's like sort of like Zeong sort of head.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like the arms, young arms too. Yeah, there's another one. What was it? It's similar like this, of like a Dom or like a Zaku with like the armor of like maybe it is also an At guy or something like that too, or could be a Zigok maybe. But
I love it. That's so creative.
Let me see if he has it here. I'm not sure if it's even from him or if it was from somebody else. This one I saw too. This awful cursed skeleton.
That's so funny. I just love how he keeps the exact same proportions and everything, and just tweaks things ever so slightly, like the waist part, and give it more dynamic. Oh, that's funny with the RX-78 just kind of kneeling.
Doing the kneeling.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, I saw this one here too. This one was pretty wild.
Oh wow. Psycho Grumlow.
Interesting mix of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's remaking this from the anime, right?
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so good.
Jeez.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I love when you see those builds like that where people remake the awful animation from the original series.
So good.
Some pretty wild stuff. I don't know if it was him or somebody else. This one's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so Castle in the Sky.
The Zoc body, right? No.
Yeah.
Zigok? No. What is it? It's the one from Unicorn that has the blades that shoot out the head.
Oh.
Is that Zoc? No, it's not. That's not right. No. What is it? Zogok. There it is.
And he just added the head there on top.
I don't know if I'm going to find it anyway. There was another build if I see it. Oh, here's this one without the helmet on it.
Whoa. That actually fits pretty good.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
totally
convincing.
fits. Yeah.
It's cool. Here it is, work in progress.
Wow. That's so creative. Look at that
And like
gnarly theme too.
it's goofy, but like you can imagine it in like the original series.
Totally.
Yeah. You can certainly imagine it. Well, I don't know. If I come across the other one that I was thinking of, I'll send it your way. But I'm not entirely sure it's from the same person. It might be from somebody else. But there's another kind of similar one like that where it's a Zaku in costume. Or something else. I see it like shared and reshared like pretty often. Well, it's because you know how like some people will just have all their works saved, right? And for whatever, like if the whatever the hashtag trend is, like share a blue mobile suit, they'll share like their blue kit that they've, you know, it's from like 2 years ago or whatever, something like that.
How do they like? Do people just start? I guess they just start hashtags, and then when it picks up, then everyone just kind of, you know, contributes.
Oh,
RoboCop. I like how he painted like the mouth part, like skin color.
Oh yeah, skin tone, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but good job on the steel though. Like you can see on the leg part, you can see how it's like the burnt steel almost, right?
Yeah.
Or like that's actually really nice. Oh, that's
that and like the V.
Yeah,
Black
for the
V
crotch
there.
area. Yeah. Oh, that's really well done. Oh man, this guy's good. This guy's really good.
Goofy stuff. All right. Anyway, that'll do us for today. Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, no, thank you. It was fun. I love this.
Amy asked, have you ever checked out Dumpla? Yeah, I have. I mean, of course, I know Dumpla. And I actually just recently, I thought, like, I haven't seen any works from him for a while. And I checked, and it looks like he hasn't been working on much recently. I don't know.
Yeah, Dumpla is so great. I love Dumpla. He's really, really talented. Like, his surfaces are so smooth. Like, for the amount of work, like, you can't tell, right? Because he's so meticulous, right? And yeah, he's a great builder.
So it's cool that he does like a combination of like goofy stuff, but like to such like a high level.
Yes.
Like still,
Like the vacuum cleaner, build, like was so cool. Like, oh man. And I mean many other things too, but yeah, very creative.
There's just not really anybody else who does that.
Yes, exactly.
Level, so yeah, it's very
I know Japanese people love his work so much. Like I've seen his work shared so many times, right? Because it's totally up their alley, right? Too. So yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for tuning
in. Hopefully you guys got some nice motivation.
I sure did. Yeah,
you got some people to go follow.
Yes, totally. I love this because there's more people I can follow. That's the number one.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, people complain about how garbage Twitter is. I love Twitter because it's just full of this stuff for me.
Exactly. I could scroll endlessly.
Yeah. Like it's probably the social media that I actually like look at the most, just because it's just full of like cool modeling stuff for me.
Exactly. And they show. I feel like they just show like a lot of work in progresses and stuff like that. That I really, it's more. I don't know. I really enjoy it, especially for like the Japanese modelers.
Yeah.
Because that's their main platform of sharing too, right? So yeah. That's cool. Nice.
All right, guys. Everyone congratulate Ryan on his win.
Oh no. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
For Canada. And then when you go for the finals?
It'll be February 22nd is the actual date of the finals. So yeah, now I'm like planning how to, pack the entry to bring back and making the manual, disassembly manual. But it's fun. Yeah, I'm really like we've connected with all the countries champs. Like actually I created a Facebook group and then we managed to find all 16 champions.
Nice.
And so it's been so fun just like meeting each other, chatting with each other, and like, just gawking at each other's works and stuff like that. So it's I'm really excited to meet all of them, because oftentimes like when you go there, nobody really knows each other in the beginning, right? So this is such a nice way to break the ice, right, before going. And, it's been great. I'm really excited. Mostly to like meet the people, actually entirely just to meet them, right, and see their entries.
Of course. That's why I was saying like in my video too, and like we've talked about like just winning to just go for the event.
Exactly.
I mean, like, whatever happens at the event, I mean, like sure it'd be nice to place, but I mean just going for the event, like that's the best experience. So you're like all the whole family is just gonna go over together?
Just my wife and I, actually. Because so just the two of us.
What about the kids?
It's funny. All the people with kids are like, whoa, like so lucky. My parents are gonna come to our place and stay over with them.
That's cool.
So it'll be nice.
Because you're not gonna stay for long. What are you gonna stay for?
I'll just go in for the week before. And then so we'll still be there for probably like 7 days in total, right? So it'll be like just my wife and I, right? And we'll kind of check out some other places. The tricky thing is like, because half my entry I'm going to be carrying on, right? The other half I'm going to be checking in. And so I know, right? It's kind of risky. But I had to weigh a lot of my pros and cons, right? And then I think at the end of the day, because I have a lot of LEDs in my entry, and so I was just concerned that they would stop me at security and be like, "Sorry, you can't bring that on the plane, sir." And then so I was like,
"What's this?"
Yeah, exactly, right. And because everything's
box with all this, everything's all wired up and everything.
Yeah, exactly, right. And the way I made it is kind of wired in a circle too, so it looks even more. Anyways, so just to kind of avoid any potential kind of issues, I was like, I'm just gonna check in my base part, but I'm still figuring that part out, right? So, but anyway, so that's also why we wanted to enter the country a week before, just to make sure, even God forbid, if anything gets lost, I can still hopefully get it by then. And and come in one piece, kind of thing. So,
because that happened when I was there. With
the
Tim,
France,
was
it like the France winner?
I think so.
I heard about that.
What, like they lost his luggage, so he didn't get it till like the day after the event or something like that.
Did he arrive like the day before, kind of thing? Like was it?
1 or 2 days before, as most people do. Like generally, some people come earlier, but a lot of people like come just like a couple days, 1 or 2 days before the event.
Totally.
Like the event. I don't know what's changed, but I mean, like, in years past, like the event's on a Sunday, and a lot of people will come like Friday afternoon.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna arrive a whole week before, and just to make sure. And I'm actually gonna like take things out, test everything, and then put it back in. I don't know, there's just all these little things that I'm gonna have to plan. I'm gonna bring like all my tools to fix things in case anything breaks too, right? So it's a lot to like prepare for, beforehand. But but again, I'm not complaining. I'm just really happy too, right?
No.
It's
of course, it's one of the challenges. I mean, like it's not like it's not just as big of a challenge as like building the actual piece, but it's certainly like a big percentage of like the overall experience is like figuring out how to actually be able to disassemble it and transport it and all that.
Exactly. And even like to make sure that when they bring it back, because you leave your entry there for 2 to 3 months right afterwards. And so getting there is one thing, but making sure you make instructions clear enough for them to take things apart and pack it back is like a whole other thing, right? And so I remember my year in 2018, the Hong Kong winner, like the one with the massive char head, right?
And it came back in pieces.
It came back in a box, right? He took it out, and then it's like he's like rattling the box, and it's like shards in there, and he pours it on his table. It's just like a mountain of like plastic pieces. I'm just like, oh man, like that would be so stressful. And, but anyways,
What do you do at that point?
I know.
All right. Well, Ryan, appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Zach.
Till next time.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Bye. See ya.